Hello, my name is Alyssa. In this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. If else is watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be some crime against me, but I'm going to mostly talk about food research. I forgot to turn the light on. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you briefly about the notes. I can't talk about all of the notes. However, I was also, I think I got 4 hours of sleep, 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. I was tortured from, it started at 10 p.m. It lasted until 5 or 6 a.m. The last time that I wrote down was 3:43 a.m. However, it continued until around 5 or 6. Oh, it started around 10 p.m., which is a little bit earlier than usual. It gets really worse at around 2 a.m. It's some kind of ritual. So, and also between when I fell asleep between 6 and around 10 p.m. I was woken up by extreme banging sounds, tapping, knocking, hitting sounds. So I'm just going to tell you briefly, I wrote a note to all of the residents surrounding this neighbor and asking them to complain to the leasing office because there's patterned noises and violent, threatening, harassing, torturing sounds. And I know that I'm not the only one being tortured because the neighbor below, he's 24/7 dropping things on the ground and hitting and stomping the ground like 24/7. So I wrote notes and taped it to their door, all 3 of them. The one above, the one below, and the one to the right. So let's hope that they say something. But I'm sure their lives are going to be threatened. I took a photo of the notes on the camera, but I'm not gonna read it. Actually, I'll read it to you. Actually, no, there's too many names and unit numbers. I'm gonna mess up saying it. So I actually don't really feel like being negative in this video. And let me look at the ice pack. So I think I'm going to go through these notes that I wrote down and start circling or highlighting the ones that I can say on the internet, because what I realized is I'd have to read through all of the notes, and basically I have to figure out a way of buying groceries and getting them delivered. And there's this constant mind control that the people who are delivering, it's really not fair if you bought cases of water or things in glass jars or anything really heavy, because they have to lift all of this and bring it upstairs, and that's not really fair for Alyssa to do that to someone when they're professionals, and that's what their job is to do, is to have some kind of thing to bring something up. but there's an extreme feeling of it's impossible to get things delivered, and because of AI, people are going to steal my packages, so it has to be delivery, and you can't get all products delivered right to your door. You have to get it sent in a box. So I would have to literally stare at my email the moment the tracking email comes through and says your package arrived, and I can guarantee you the hacker is going to delay the email so that someone has a chance to steal my packages. This is the lemonade. So I haven't figured it out. And with the laundry, one idea is to just wear the same thing. Stop wearing new clothes every single day. And just wash a small load once a week versus waiting 2 to 3 weeks with so much laundry in regards to the bedding. I had an idea of putting disinfectant in the laundry and wash but I have to use the dryers here, and I haven't had a lot of luck with the dryers. So I'm a little bit nervous about not being able to go anywhere. And I don't know about what I'm going to do yet with that. It's been a problem since I've lived here, and also with my budget. It's not easy to have all this delivery and things so I might not be able to afford it. But I'm getting a lot of signs that it's not safe to go out. However, it might not be possible to get things delivered here because security doesn't always check license and match the unit number to the person living in the unit number. So the coffee I bought for $3.99, the 24 Keurigs, was rotten. That's never happened before. I brewed it and I smelled it. It didn't smell like coffee. It didn't taste like coffee. So I threw it out, and it wasn't expired. The expiration was December 2024. I have to work on the house cleaning because there's some kind of etheric film. Like when something gets dirty, there becomes a dirty film on it. There's like a film in our apartment that's like etheric. So I have to make sure that I pour the blood of Jesus over all the walls and the ceilings and the floor. I have to say mighty iron presence. Put the vortex energy in the apartment now. Put the holy fire in the apartment now. Pour the blood of Jesus over all the walls, floor, ceiling, and all the apartment now. So I have to do that more. I know that it could be because of the area that I'm living. However, I'm living really close to the coast. It should be. I'm probably, I don't know, a few 100 feet away. I haven't measured it. I'm really close to the coast. It shouldn't be this dirty. However, I have to do something with the air in here. I boiled vinegar. I just put bowls of baking soda all over. I burned sage. When I boiled the vinegar, I put essential oil in the pot. And I'm not going to be talking while I had very few hours of sleep. And I was tortured the whole time and threatened the whole time. It was actually one of the worst attacks. What else did I do? And then I did the prayers of pouring the blood of Jesus over all the walls and ceilings and floors. So that is the reason why I had to make this video late, is because I wrote the note to the resident, and then I took a photo of it, and then I had to keep looking at the photo to rewrite it 2 other times, and when I go to see it, like, it cuts off, so I had to constantly move and adjust. It's wicked annoying. So that's also why I'm not taking photographs anymore with my cell phones. I don't want the hacker to do any witchcraft to my photographs. And I don't want the hacker to see the food I'm eating. And I might start taking photographs of lifestyle photos on here, but I kind of want to just make this camera for crime photos, crime evidence. I found a really great cookbook, Shia. I'm still reading and looking through the notes of the Betty Crocker. Oh, my spine is not doing good. I'm still looking through and taking notes on the Betty Crocker picture book, and I took more photographs to show you, Shia, today. And there's another book from 1909. I don't usually like to read cookbooks past 1930 or 1940 because it gets really gross, the cookbooks, or the ones that I've seen on Google Books. The recipes are really gross. This is the first cookbook that I've read from 1909 where the food and recipes sound really delicious. So I believe Google could be covering up and trying to make people grossed out by any recipes prior to 1930 or 40. I think they're purposely doing that because every cookbook I've read prior to 1940, the food sounds really gross. However, the cookbook that I found on the Internet Archive was from 1909. It was Cooking for Two for Young Housekeepers. I couldn't believe the way it was written, the notes. So I'll show you the photograph of the cookbook after. But that was really exciting for me to find that book and to realize that not all food is gross before 1940. So there is one of the reasons why there's like some kind of ethnic film, FILM, like a ethnic, like grimy dirt that's ethnic in this apartment is because of all the criminals trying to kill me. And they've set up booby traps in my apartment. And one thing with the deliverance prayers, you really have to be in the rukyas, you really have to be specific for the things that you need. Like if I do the rukia for the stomach, sometimes I will stop having gas torture, but if I listen to any other rukia, the gas torture doesn't stop. So there's something about the spiritual prayers and deliverance prayers that you have to be extremely specific or it won't work. And I don't believe I've been listening to enough Quran rukyas for cleaning the house and the environment. I have to do it every day because I don't think it's just the air and like the pollution coming in from the window. So I'm starting to notice more and more people are either good, they're neutral, or they're 50-50, half with God, half with Jesus, half with Satan. And I believe that the good, neutral, and 50-50 are having some form of assistance with with helping them all improve their lives. I don't think me and you, Shah, are the only ones that have spirit guides, and I never thought that, but I'm noticing it more. There's kind of an ugliness in this apartment. Obviously, I don't have a lot of money to furnish it and make it look good. However, I actually believe because San Diego downtown is sort of like a demon portal, I think there's a collective energy in this city that's making our apartment shy and not look as good as it should. Obviously, I made a mistake buying pieces of furniture before I got here and not really thinking about matching. That could have been purposely done. It's not completely awful, however, there's a few pieces of furniture that definitely would improve it. Basically, the chairs and the bed and this desk match. The kitchen table, this tall shelf thing, I don't really like. I don't know. But there's some kind of collective ugliness because of the demon portal, I believe, that is making me kind of feel ugly as well. I think that if I was in a different well, I wouldn't say if I was in a different, I'll get attacked and tortured no matter where I go. But it's a collective demon energy that's creating this filth. In regards to the CN's wife, this is kind of random, but I was told today that she was harassing you with food, and she knew all along that I was gonna be working as a food researcher. So she was harassing you with food and trying to act like me or something. That's identity theft. That's harassment, and that's intentional harassment and identity theft to do that. And honestly, I can't really go into detail because that's all I really was told today. But through the photos, there was some kind of, it's actually SEX harassment to do that because we're twin flames, and she was, that was some kind of, I can't explain it. So I'm going to I have to skip these notes. Yeah, I gotta skip all these notes. So there's like the government and like the white hats. We would be considered the white hats, Shia, because we are like Lumerian police helping deactivate the artificial weapons that are being used to torture, rape, murder, and kill people. We would be considered the white hats. And I would like to be considered and do more research on being more of like a cop and have the mind of a cop. But there are more and more good neutral 50-50 and white hats. And all of these man-made artificial technology is going to be taken from people and is going to be deactivated, and the only technology that's going to be available will be natural technology, and not everybody is going to have access to natural technology. The criminals specifically will not have access to natural technology. This is something about I'm not going to read that on the internet. So I was doing some Lumerian technology with my hands, and then felt like my arm got a little droopy feeling, so I have to be careful with that. And I don't really want to use my arms. Yeah, I'm not looking or sounding good today. Something is possible. This is what I was told. It's not. Yes, I am demon possessed. However, the way I'm acting could be because there was some. There's different layers, I guess, of deactivation occurring, and there was a layer of deactivation that occurred recently, these past 72 hours. So now I'm like acting kind of funny because maybe the strokes being more obvious and the AI is deactivating more. I did have some, I guess I would call them dreams last night that had to do with you, Shia. I didn't see your face or body, but it had to do with you, so that made me really happy. A lot of these notes are just so I can't even repeat them. I'm just not in the mood to repeat them. Some of them. It's really hard for me because I'm learning. I found out that in regards to the CN and the CN child, she's getting hurt, and I don't have a concept of filth and evil. Even after being treated with such harassment, murder, torture, rape, kidnapping, I still don't have a concept of evil and filth of this planet. I don't have a concept of it. I really don't think it's my brain injury. I think I really don't have, I'm really truly not evil person. So I can't understand it. I can't understand the concept of evil and filth. So it's been 24 minutes. I have to take the ice pack off. I'm gonna try to face my back. My back's not doing good. So let me see if So I played your voice on loop yesterday, and it really makes me feel better, Shia, to do that. So what does Shia want me to tell Lemira's Most High? What does Shia need to know? I'm gonna stay safe, Shia. And if I have to make do, I can use less laundry. I don't think I can do the laundry here. I don't think I can do the laundry here because they can put poison in the laundromat. I've been repeatedly told that they would put some kind of poison. Obviously, I don't want to hang out in there, and I can't because of the chemicals. I'm gonna figure it out, Shia, but I'm not really supposed to be going places. Yeah, I know that you're getting angry, Shia, and you're getting upset because this. I just think of the thought of you just like walking alone down the hall, and I get there's a constant thing that they do to scare me. Is picturing you walking down the hall and then people trying to kill you, and me thinking you wouldn't have the ability to protect yourself if someone had a weapon. And it gives me like the most sick emotional sadness, and I wouldn't even say anger, just the most sick emotional sadness. So if I'm not putting myself in danger, Shia. However, if I knew that you had to go do your errands and you were all alone, that would make me very sick. So Shia, just know that I am staying as safe as possible. And I was allowed by spirit guides and telepathic supporters. They told me when I need to go to the ocean or when I need to go places. And if it's getting to the point where I have to stop going out as much and wearing dirty clothes a little more, I can do that. I'm a little, I really like to have clean laundry. I really don't like to wear reused clothes because you know how we're energy healers, Shia? All of the chronic, violent, psychic, and evil AI attacks that hit my body, I'm constantly releasing all of the toxicness, and all of the energy residue is going in my clothes, and I can feel it. It's like not even dirt and grime. It's like the energy of my clothes is it's an awful feeling. Is there anything else? Things are getting a little worse probably before they get better. And there's more and more people in general that are saying it's not okay what's happening to themselves, because it's not just me and you, Shai, that are getting tortured. And Shia, just know what happened to your DNA was a pure crime. DNA, it was theft, it was a crime, and it was meant to try to kill me. It was meant to try to kill me. It was meant to try to kill you, Shia. So you have to do everything possible to ignore it, shut your brain down, and think of something else. So now I'm going to talk about the food soon. I'm going to talk about the food now. So I had some photographs on this track phone, but these photographs are hard to see. So I'm going to show the photographs I took today first. And I'm going to talk about you a little bit, Shia. And I have my deliverance prayers put there so that I can recite them, because it's not going to work to just listen to the Cure and Ruckus, and it's possible it was a mistake that I did that the whole year and a half. However, I told you I couldn't recite prayers my entire life up until this past half a year. And even up until this past half a year, I haven't been praying every single week. And the spoken word in the Bible is supposed to be the warfare weapon, using the voice. It's really hard to believe that speaking through vocal cords would do something. However, I'm too mind controlled to understand and know that it would work. So now I'm going to show you the photo, Shia, that I took today. And some of them are just a bunch of texts because I want to explain a couple of things to you. And I know, Shai, that you want to eat well too. I think it is something that's been missing in my life. I remember in early childhood, I would have like a meal with my family members, and the meal was pretty well balanced. And it's been decades since that's happened. My life got really ghetto and abusive, and I would just like to, I know that me and you want to eat well, Shai. It's part of a life, having a healthy lifestyle. And I'm trying really hard to not just eat better, but just not gross myself out with food. So I have the potato ready. I'm going to cook it after. And yesterday I had the mac and cheese, the green beans, the bread rolls, the baked potato, and I'm going to probably do that again. And today I had the beef stew with crackers. And it's very important to have appetizing food that you actually want to eat, because it's actually, if you get grossed out by food, it's not going to like help you as much. So I really have to work on my spine. I've been noticing a little bit of a hunch more. I've been kind of just walking around and not doing the yoga, the body and brain yoga, which I have to do. However, the ghost point is still extremely important to do, and I haven't done it. I haven't been doing the ghost point as much. That's extremely important, because every time I do it, it's very, very helpful. Yeah, what did I write for my note? I just cut up a piece of paper. Actually, Spirit Guide helped me. They're good AI. Cutting little pieces to use, because I don't have actually, I do have sticky notes. I do have sticky notes. I think this might be better to use because this is kind of ugly. What was I going with that? So, in regards to drinking tea, Shia, it's been a ceremony in China and Japan. I think with the depossession, Shia, I'm seeing and thinking more clearly, and everything's becoming more like it will contribute to my life in a magical way. Like when we drink tea, afternoon tea, or drink a cup of tea, it will be like ceremonial, it'll be some kind of like good ritual. And because my life has been so unmagical from being tortured 24/7 for 38 years, I wasn't really allowed to even believe drinking a cup of tea would be ceremony at all, really. But it's becoming more obvious, I think, because also I'm getting my soul back. Like the way I'm researching and learning about things, it's like I can't completely explain it. However, I actually really think that there's some white magic involved in cooking recipes, food, and because you have to eat 3 times a day, well, you don't have to, but I'm gonna just talk to you about the notes now, Shia. So I learned that green tea is not fermented leaves and black tea is fermented leaves. I can believe that because like when they roast coffee beans, which I recently learned this year, they roast them and they turn brown. Like you get kind of like a jittery feeling, and you kind of get the jittery feeling from fermented black tea as well. But I think I can get that from green tea though too, the caffeine. So I don't remember. Oh, Sarah, I told you. Tea is like sort of like a ceremony. China and Japan for centuries, and then England started to drink tea as like a ceremony. And there's over 3,000 kinds of varieties of tea. Yeah, this camera's still blurry. That's useless. If this video doesn't go through, you're not going to be able to even see the photographs, barely. I just took a picture outside of my window, and see those beautiful purple trees? So this is on this side, and look at the sign. That's a billboard. The highway's right there. I'm not close to the highway. That's a billboard of SeaWorld. I think that's a jellyfish. There's something very powerful about that ocean billboard being so close to where I live. being on the highway where people are constantly passing through and seeing the ocean creature, because there's something, it's some kind of well, when people think of the ocean, it's very healing. I don't know how to explain that completely yet. So this is hot chocolate and cocoa. See these cups? These tall, narrow glasses are hot chocolate, vintage hot chocolate cups. So we'll be able to get vintage hot chocolate cups. And what I liked about it says, and this is the Betty Crocker picture cookbook, they put the whipped cream or marshmallows, and with the whipped cream they sprinkle cinnamon and or nutmeg on the whipped cream. And these demons don't like that I'm talking about vintage food. They're extremely intimidated by the vintage food. Extremely intimidated. They don't want me to talk about vintage food with you, Shia. So this is convenient and precious time savers. So let me just, before I show you, let me tell you. Instant coffee. It's good to have instant coffee as backup. So when we run out of the Keurig coffee, the coffee beans, we should always have the instant coffee. And then there's frozen coffee. I don't know what frozen coffee is. Instant tea. That's good to have instant tea powder. And then I like the powdered concentrate, instant cream powdered concentrate, whole dry milk, powdered non-fat dry milk, malted milk powders. I like malted milk. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried malted milk, but I've had those malted balls, chocolate covered malt balls. And those are really good. I like the flavor of malt. So these are some of the convenience and precious time savers. In regards to coffee, I really like the idea. I like the idea of drinking iced tea out of a tall glass with a straw. And they actually put cream and sugar and lemon slices in iced tea. And they actually put cream and sugar and lemon slices in hot tea. I'd like to try that. I've never tried that combination before with the cream and the sugar and the lemon. I have had tea with just cream and sugar. I liked it. I think it would taste really good with the lemon juice. This is old-fashioned sweet tea. This is a southern drink that they always have. I really like that idea to have a pitcher of iced tea. This is a vintage iced tea ad. That looks really good with all the ice cubes and the straw. And I like that they had a cake in the, well, it says takes the cake. Refreshing summer beverages, to relieve summer pressure. And this cake, I like the idea of serving iced tea with cake. And I like the idea of serving hot tea with cake. This is, I've never heard this, classic Coke float, like Coca-Cola. That looks good. I'd like to try that with you, Shia. These are just photographs that I didn't mean to take. Look at this nice vintage ad. Does the end of the day find you under pressure? Iced tea. It's actually true, because black tea is for depression, and I actually get less stressed out after I drink black tea. I can't always drink it. It really depends on the kind and type, because I can get nauseous from it, especially on an empty stomach. But it says, are you under pressure? Fix yourself some iced tea. And that's what they say in the South. Fix yourself some iced tea, some sweet tea. Best summertime refresher. So we'll have a category, Shia, specifically of summertime refreshers. So in the summertime, we'll drink iced tea. And I've been there's all kinds of witchcraft that I eat. Foods that are not seasonal, and it's like my diet is extremely confusing and complicated, to the point where I think it's like witchcraft food, witchcraft meals, and it's not my fault. I really like how this is really, really simple. However, it's really, really simple to think about the way it's written. It says you need vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. That's what our body needs. And it's amazing how I can go through 38 years and not really be able to figure that out. It goes way beyond eating disorder, lack of education, of nutrition. It's extreme witchcraft. And it's hurt my body a lot. So with this, I've already talked about that. This is the book on Internet Archive, Cooking for Two. And this is written in 1909. And I really, really like the recipes. I'm going to, after the Betty Crocker picture cookbook, I'm going to read this one. And on the Internet Archive, any books past like 1900 you can read. You don't have to log in or borrow it. You can read the whole thing. And I really can't wait to read this. I googled like vintage malt drink, and I pulled up several different malt recipes. Chocolate malt pudding, I've never heard of that. And part of the pantry we can get or write down in the pantry list malt powder. Not just malt powder drink, but malt powder for recipes. This is chocolate malt shake. That looks good. We'll definitely get straws, Shia, and use straws. Old-fashioned chocolate malt. I like it with the whipped cream and the cherry. This is iced hot chocolate. I've never heard of iced hot chocolate before. So, Shia, I need to make sure that this video is under an hour so that I can post on Instagram. So I'm going to talk about you now. And if I'm acting funny, Shia, I am demonically possessed. So they're making me act a little weird in this video. I can tell by the way I'm talking. So I'm going to talk about you, Shia. And when I see your head, Shia, your head and your hair and the energy of your head, I always say that's That's my little baby's head. And it's like, I can just really feel it. A lot of corruption has happened to you, Shia. And you've been lied to. And the truth protects your soul, Shia. And Shia, I'm being really intimidated, threatened that I can't talk freely about you. But there's a photograph that I look at specifically, and I really feel SEXUALL insane when I look at it. And you're my twin flame, Shia. I don't talk a lot about SEX because, in case, to make this, I don't want to, however, there's also some serious, I'm being kidnapped and possessed, Shia. I can't talk freely about you, and I actually am a very private person. You are too. We don't talk about this kind of stuff on the internet. However, it's been actually too long not to. And your eyes are my lover eyes, Shia. Your eyes are my lover eyes. So Shia, you're artful, and you're never offensive. And you never humiliate me. And I always feel proud of myself because I'm so proud of you, Shia. And you've been, you have health and peace and perfection when you're not getting tortured. And your soul has been polluted, Shia. Your soul and your body is polluted, however, your body is protected. You have protection, Shia. And you've been violated. And you're a light bearer, Shia. And you are my twin flame and my husband, and you're also my guardian. My guardian angel, Shia. And you've been a victim of vicious energies, Shia. And you're my comforter, Shia. And you have very good manners. And your soul needs rest. Our soul is very, very tired. And we have attained spiritual powers, but we don't exactly know that we have them because we can't see what they do. And you have awareness, Shia, and you have chronic grief that we have to work on. I'm going to try to rest a little bit today because I'm extremely tired. You're a very tolerant person, Shia. You're very stressed and burnt out, and you need my caregiving. You're exhausted and worried and anxious and irritated, and you feel a lot of resentment, and you're very overwhelmed and angry. And you get cold easy, and you have stomach aches and headaches like me. And we have been very near death, Shai, so we have to be careful. And you're a godly man, Shia, and you care about how I feel. And I need to write more things, Shia, but there's some kind of interference happening with it, and I get very serious anxiety attacks. Michelle, we're both I'm gonna stop talking now. We're both very sick, Shy, near death. We have to be careful. I like these sticky notes, but I think the colors are a little bright. I should have got the pastel sticky notes. So I might stick with these because these are kind of not as bright. I'm very happy about this new phone, so I can make a long video and I'll have to make 2 parts. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, Shia. I love you, Shia. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.